Okay, so it's almost 12 o'clock. We got the air conditioning on. 69 degrees outside. I got this camera going again, 4K 30. I just did a video on Z6II and ZF. As you know, with the Z6II, I have the Type B CF Express card, and I have a V90 SD card in there also. So I had no problem recording, and it can record at 4K 60. So can the ZF. But the nice thing about the ZF is what they don't talk about is I got two V30 cards in there. All right. They're both terabyte and they're micro SD. So the bigger one is in a regular SD size case that holds the micro SD. It has no problem in recording at 4K 60. No hesitation or anything. I can't use that same card in the what is it? I would say this camera right here, or the Leica SL2S. I haven't tried it in the Panasonics yet, and they only take SD cards, but it's amazing. So the ZF can do 4K 60. Of course, this camera can do 8K. The SL2S can do 4K 60, but they need the V90 UH2S cards, okay? I don't think they can take the V60s. The write speeds have to be like 250 megabytes, which is like a V60. If you add the 300 megabytes per second, that's a different story. So, I got to get some things done today. I want to get the oil changed, the tires rotated. I want to pick up a 95 millimeter solar filter for the solar eclipse. I am going to use the Sigma it? I think it's the 150 to 600 millimeter for the Leica, and I'm gonna use it on the SL2S. I was thinking, I got the S5 2AGS and the S5 II, but I'm gonna try it on the SL2S. Because they're that's the older camera. All right. I see someone there reading a book. I don't know if his truck is damaged. He's just standing there, or he might be surveying what's going on. So they're building up the access road on the other side, which is interesting. So I'm going to the camera store first, and I'll be on my way back. I'm going to see if this camera overheats. I do have it cold here in the cabin. Get my oil changed, get my tires rotated, get ready for the trip. So I've been practicing bracketing. I do have the 100 to 400 for for the Nikon and also for the Canon. The Nikon glass is better. I think it's a little bit better. It's like I think it's a 4.5 to 5.6. Don't quote me on that. But then that Sigma, I have the sports edition, and I think it's a 5.6 or 6.3. So I'm comparing the two side by side. I haven't decided what I'm going to use what camera I'm going to put on there. I don't know if it's going to be the ZF or the, I could use the Z7 II. I was thinking about that. And that's a 45 megapixel camera. I don't want to try the Z9 or Z8, even if they're better. But the Z7 II can still do 14-bit. I don't know if I'm going to do a video, you know, with the Eclipse. I don't want to damage the camera. I might just want to do stills. So this is my first time doing it. I've been practicing doing it at the moon, you know, at night. That's for when it has the complete eclipse over the sun. But then when it starts moving off, then I'll do the other one. Alright. So enough of that. So the only problem is, I think it's recording. So I see the red bar. I'm looking for the red dot. I can't see it, right? That's the only problem with tilty screen. Also the fact that these cars go up and down, you know, on the speed. So I need a 95 millimeter for that Sigma lens. I decided to use that with the SL2S. And I'm debating if I should get another tripod. So I'm doing comparisons between both camera systems. I think it's going to be the Nikon, and my first thought would be two in a tripod, but I think I'll concentrate on one, and I'll have one with video recording on me, and one that I haven't decided if I'll probably leave that one on a tripod also. I do have a filter for, but I don't know if I have a solar filter. Because I was also thinking about this camera right here, because I can do 8K stills in RAW. I don't know if that matters much, because if you have a solar filter on, you're just, I don't know if more color or, I mean, more megapixels or less megapixels. You know, for low light, you need more megapixels. I don't have a long lens for the Sony. I have capable cameras. I got the ZV-1. That's a 12 megapixel. That could probably do it. I don't have like a 100 to 400 or a long telephoto lens. I usually use the Sony for the street photography, the A7C, or the ZV-E10. I use the ZV-1 Mark II as a street photography camera. And it's small enough, it's small and portable. A lot of people don't recognize it. But if I bring out the ZF or the Leica, I can cover up, the fancy stuff. But I got a nice brown leather case with a leather strap that says Leica on it. And they match. So I'm pretty happy about that. I have not had any overheating issues with this camera. Now, I'm not doing it at 4K 60 or 8K. I'm not doing it at 4K 30. And I hesitate to record when it gets warmer. So it's 82 degrees outside, so I start to worry now. Okay, what's going on here? They're behind a garbage truck. Yeah, they picked up my garbage today. They came too early on Monday morning. That's okay. I'm getting a few more lenses coming in tomorrow. Now complete my L mount system. So I'm getting 3 primes. They're only f2.8s, but they're small. They're better for street photography. And one's macro. So I already got the 45mm f2.8 Sigma. I got the 24mm f1.4 Sigma. But then I'm getting the 35mm, the 65mm, and then the 90mm, which is the macro. I was contemplating with the Sony. I already have the 105mm macro and the 50mm macro for the Nikon. I got a couple of macros for the Canon. So they're basically small lenses on the Canon primes. But on the Leica, I got the 24-70 and the 14-28 and the 24-105. So I'm covered on that base. I figure the 24, 35, 50, 85, and 90 should cover the primes. I'm still thinking about the 18mm, but I haven't decided yet. So I'm pretty happy with the Leica stuff. It's expensive, but for the L mount, if I use the 90-280 or the 24-70 zoom lens, the f2.8, and then I think the 90-280s to f2.8 to f4, I'll use it on the SL2S. On the Sigma 150-600, I'm going to use it on the SL2S. Still a capable camera, built like a tank. So there's a 30-minute record time limit. I do see the timer on the lower left. That's the only way I know it's recording, because the timer is going on. Okay? There's that bedroom. That's the only way I know it's going on. I can't see the red bar. I see a little bit of it. I can see it if I go underneath the tunnel. And I got the sunglasses off. So even with the sunglasses, I can still see the LCD screen. So that's a good thing about the Leica. You do that with the Sony, you can forget about it. It's like, probably because I have my sunglasses are polarizers. So what I'm doing is I'm practicing the sun. And I should be out there right now, but it's, you know, it's straight up. I'm looking at, I'm dealing with the tripod because my hands are too shaky. I'm going to look at for a polarizer. So yeah, I got filters for this, all right? I think it's like the 49 millimeter range. But I don't know if they have any filters for that. Because that might take some, when the totality is going on Monday, if it's not raining, I could probably use this camera that I'm recording on now. So I get used to the 30-minute record limits. When I go on a trip, I won't take much. I might take some video clips long, but I want to have enough SD cards to fill them up with. So what I've learned is you leave them on the SD card, and then you get your recorded compressed file, and then you send it up to YouTube. That way it doesn't clog up your disk space on your computer. So the biggest one I have is on the iMac, which is a 4 terabyte, but then I also have 1 terabyte on the Mac Pro laptop. And I think I forgot to put my phone off airplane mode. I've been doing some work around the house again. Man, I'm in every stoplight. I don't like that. I have to turn up the air conditioning. So like I said, this camera is built like a tank. It's doing great. So I'll get my tires rotated. And then I'll go to get my oil changed. There we go. I'll probably hit the next light. Usually I go the 410 route. It's a little bit quicker, less traffic. And usually I'm already there going on my way back home. So, yeah, like I said, hitting every light. It gets a lot better when I pass the 410 interchange. So, yeah, now it's damaged. Yeah, 21 minutes. This road is not too good. It's they need to replace it, but it's very busy. There's a mall to the left of me, San Pedro, or I should say North Star Mall. To the right are a whole bunch of strip malls, you know, like Jared's and Orvis, and Burgers, Frozen Custard, Taco Cabana, Chipotle. Yeah, it's called Park North. They got a Target there. It used to be the Central Park Mall. And they used to have a Sears there and a Jim's restaurant, which was my favorite Jim's. They make the biggest cinnamon rolls. You'll find a lot of migrants on this road. Also homeless people. So when I was in downtown past couple of days doing videos, there's a lot more homeless people. There's a police officer on the bike checking the welfare of because it was kind of cold out yesterday morning. It was cool out this morning also. So they were moving around. You can see why I go on McCullough, then I make a right, and then it's only about half a mile away after I get off of Sandow. So, Sean Williams. So I'll make it just in time. There's a McDonald's to the store. So right about here there's a church, and they're helping a lot of the Central Americans coming up through Mexico. So you see them hanging around here quite a bit. O-plate. I should have said O-plate, I think. Might be Standout. Prescott. No, it was O-plate. Yep. Okay. So here I am. Thank you for watching. Remember, stay safe. Keep smiling until next time. I shall see you then. Goodbye, folks. Have a wonderful day.